Hey guys, so today I thought I could come back after a couple of weeks and share with you the result of my August Shop My Stash, which was a video where I picked products that I wanted to use more in August, and I'm gonna show you or talk about how much I used them, if I used them, and if I finished some of these products. And I didn't film September Shop My Stash, but I'm definitely gonna do one for October. So stay tuned for that. I'm probably gonna film it today as well, so um, the video will be up shortly afterwards. And yeah, I hope you're gonna enjoy this video and let me know if you like this style of videos. I know there were a couple of you who watched this, so let me know if this is type of video that you would want me to create. So we're gonna start with eyeshadow palettes. And first palette we have is this Scooby-Doo palette from Glamlight. I'm gonna be honest, I actually only used it once or twice, I'm not completely sure. And that was because in August I was trying the Delicious Delights palette and the Nightshade palette from Gourmand Girls, and it took me quite a while to actually go through these because they are a little bit bigger. Well, bigger. It's not the same as when you're reviewing like a 9 pan. So I used them quite a bit, and I didn't actually get my hands on this a lot. I still love this palette. It's beautiful, it's gorgeous, it's so stunning. And I quite like Glamlight's formula in this. I haven't tried anything else from them yet. I don't know if I'm gonna buy any of the new launches. I definitely didn't care about the Hershey's chocolate bars. Um, as I'm filming this, the Ghost Face palette was already revealed, like the inside of it. I don't think I'm gonna get that. I just expected a little bit more. It seems very similar to the Chucky one, and I didn't like the Chucky one all that much. Or I know I wouldn't use it, so that's that. And yeah, unfortunately I didn't get to use this one a lot. Then we have the Serpent palette. I've been using it a couple times. I've actually used it like twice in the past week, but so I'm getting more into it nowadays, but throughout summer I think I used it a couple times. I kind of forgot to write down how many uses were in this in the beginning of August, but currently I've used it 14 times so far, and I really like the shades, and I think it's gonna go into my October stash as well, because I just want to use this palette more. I haven't had a lot of options to use it since I bought it and since I made the video about it, because there has been a couple more, you know, new products in my collection and I wanted to test them properly, but I want to get back to this one because it's gorgeous and I feel like there are nice autumn colors as well. This is kind of like an all year round palette, so I think she's gonna be back into my monthly stash as well. Then we have the Legend of Korra from Colourpop. She's actually super stunning, beautiful. This is how she looks like. I have one shade there that doesn't belong here. It's the Nomad Cosmetics Royal Orb multichrome shade. But as you can see, I've used it a bit. I've used this shade a lot as my highlighter because on the eyes it's a little bit too oily for me. It's like one of the jelly formulas. But I've used it on the face, and I think you can see that there's like a dip. I mean, it's a jelly shade, so it's really easy to make a dip in there. But yeah, I've used it a couple times as kind of like a companion palette. And so far there is 23 uses, but I've also used it in September a couple of times, maybe like twice. So I'm not completely sure how many uses were in test, but I know that I've used it a couple of times, especially the blue shades. I know I use the blues. Then we have the Delicious Delights palette. I've used this quite a lot. I really love it. As you can see, it's beautiful. There are some like dips, especially in the shimmer shades. I'm gonna try to show you, especially like this shade. I've used that one quite a bit, and then this shade. So really beautiful. I'm definitely gonna be using it a lot more. I can't wait for the reveal of the Gothic palette or Goth palette. I'm not completely sure what was the name, but that one looked awesome. Yeah, so that's that. Currently, let me find it. Currently, I've used it 14 times and I really like it, and I like to bring it with me or use it with palettes that are a little bit darker, like the new Gourmand Girls palettes, or what else do I have that's kind of darker? I think also the Shroud palettes. I've used it with the Shroud palettes because they also get go a little bit darker. So this is a great companion palette. And then we have the Flower Moon palette from Ensley Rain. I haven't used this all that much. I've used a couple of the shimmers, but and today I've used actually the purples and the pink matte as well for this look. It's gonna be on my Instagram by the time this video comes up because I'm pre-filming a little bit. But yeah, this one is beautiful. It's so sparkly. The duochromes and multichromes are actually super nice, and I really like them. But yeah, I never really remember to use this palette because it's not a standalone palette. And I have to actively think like use some of the shimmers here, but I have a lot of nice shimmers in my other palettes. That's why I never really feel like I have to use this one, but every time I use this one, the look is so pretty. I mean, I have the inner corner is the Flower Moon shade, and the outer shimmer is the Dahlia shade, and they're so pretty. I really like the way they look. All of these shades, like I'm always so happy when I used it, but I never remember to actually use it, so I have to get into it a little bit more, because just the shine of this and the look of this is gorgeous. And so far I've used the Flower Moon palette 16 times, and I bought it in the beginning of summer. No, I've got it somewhere around summer, but I'm not really sure where, when. But yeah, so pretty. And I can't wait to see the Alice in Wonderland palette, the Teacup Party, or however it was called. I don't know if they've already showed the inside, like the shades. I know that I've seen the shade names and like the bands, which I wish this was also magnetic and you could take the shades out, but I know that the Teacup Party, or however it's called, will have removable bands, and I can't wait for that. So that's all for the palettes. Now let's go to face products and cheek products and stuff like that. So I'm gonna start with a concealer. This is the Rimmel London Last Ingredients concealer. I have no clue what shade is it, but it's either the lightest one or the second lightest, because I'm very light. But I like that this one has kind of yellowy undertone. It's very brightening. It has super smooth and soft consistency. It's very lightweight, and it's just nice to brighten the under eye. I don't need full coverage concealer. Well, I don't like full coverage concealers because they crease and they look disgusting. But this one, just to like tap it under the eyes. I don't powder it or anything. It looks amazing. I've had this for like a year now. It's almost finished. I literally I have to like really dig in there to get anything out. So I think by the end of September, this might be actually finished, which I'm kind of sad because I really like this, but I think I might buy it for the next year for summer, especially. I think it's really nice for that. Um, for the winter, I don't mind when I have a little bit more paler concealer because I am pale, but for summer, I like that this kind of brightens the under eyes and the whole complexion. But yeah, I'm kind of on the hunt to find something as good as this. And if I'm not gonna find it by like spring next year, I will repurchase this because this one is just it's amazing and I love this. And it lasts forever. I've used it 248 times so far. And I pretty much only used, I think since I filmed the Shop My Stash video, I haven't used different concealer. Maybe once or twice I used the Rimmel Kind and Free concealer, but I always use this one because it's old and I want to finish it I want to finish it soon. Then, um, I have two BB creams. So I have this Garnier BB cream. I think I've only used it once in September, maybe twice, but probably just once. I wasn't really using a self tanner in the summer because I didn't have time to do that, and I didn't have energy to care. But so I didn't use this one because this one is a little bit not darker, but it's very warm toned, and I feel like if I don't have self tanner, it's kind of harder to blend it into the on the neck. So I haven't used this one all that much. But then I have the under 20 BB cream anti acne, and I've actually used this one a lot because I have had a lot of acne problems during summer. It's mostly stress related, and this one really helps to not make the situation worse. I don't wear BB creams or makeup every day. I only do eye makeup, and face makeup is usually just like once a week, maybe twice if I really feel like it and I have a lot of time, which I didn't have all that much time, but I think maybe like 10 times. I think I've used it probably like 10 times. So I'm glad that at least I got some use out of this. This is a very inexpensive product, so if I'm not gonna be able to finish it by the time that it expires, I'm not gonna be too like devastated about that. And also, I very rarely use up foundations or BB creams. That's just really hard for me to do. That's why I usually buy like inexpensive drugstore ones because I'm not the type of girl to just wear them every day. Then we're gonna do blushes and highlighters. So I have this blush from She Glam. This is the shade Float On, and it's the one that has this like stampy applicator. I've used it a lot, especially like in August. I've used this all the time because I was doing a lot of warm looks, and um, this one is really good for that. It has orange undertone. So far I've used that. Let me find it. I have like Excel spreadsheet for all of my makeup, and I write how much I use it. So far I've used it 24 times. As I say, I don't wear blush every day. Usually when I don't have time, I only do the eyes. But when I do, I've wore this one the most. And then I also wore this one a lot. This is the Revolution Fast Base Blush in the shade Peach. This one is more orange. This one is more like peachy, pinky one. And the way I would usually do it is when I really wanted to wear blush, I wore the She Glam one. And when I had time to put on blush, but I didn't need it to like look like I have blush on and just look a little bit more healthier, I use this one. So yeah, that's kind of, and I pretty much only use these two. Then sometimes I've used the Fresh Face Chicken Lip Tint by Barry M. This is the one that I want to pan soon or like finish up soon. I haven't worn this too often in August. I've only worn it when I did like the Barbie looks. um, or like, you know, pink purple looks, which I feel like weren't all that often in August. But yeah, so that was pretty much the only time that I used it. But I got quite far. I mean, this entire area is completely see-through, so there's no product, and here I can see that it's only on the walls of the product, so there's just like a little bit uh, on at the bottom. And since I have purple hair right now, and I'm gonna have them for a while, I have the semi-permanent hair color from Schwarzkopf. It's the like live collection, and it's the purple one, or amethyst, or whatever it's called. I think they only have one in the semi-permanent line. So, and I think it's supposed to last something like 15 washes, give or take. But I think it's gonna only last for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks max. We'll see. Because I usually use like a deep cleansing shampoo. So it usually doesn't last all that long. And since I have purple hair, I feel like I'm gonna wear this all the time. I mean, since I got the hair, I've only used this blush because it's pink, but it's nice, kind of like, I think it's like summer rose. Yeah, the shade is called summer rose, and it's that kind of pink that isn't necessarily cool toned or warm toned. It's just kind of, it's just pink, and it looks really fun and cute. So love this, and I hope I'm gonna actually finish it because I just feel like I have enough products, and I have a couple powder products in this shade, so I would rather use the powder products. And then for the highlighter, I have the highlighter from Shiglam. This is the Flying Comet, and I also have the Solar Flare shade. I've used more the Solar Flare because that one is kind of like gold to orange undertone, so it looks really good with the blush. This one is like gold to pink to purple. I've used it sometimes with the purpley pinky looks. I will wear it a lot more nowadays because obviously again with the hair it just makes more sense. Today I didn't actually wear that. I wear one of the lighter kind of lilac-y shimmer shades from the Christmas Eve palette from Oden's Eye because I'm trying to pan that palette, so I just use that on my cheeks, and it's actually really pretty. I don't know if you can even see that, but it's really pretty and really like sparkly. So yeah, I haven't worn this one all that much. I think so far I've used it 21 times in total. So I probably used it like 6 times or 7 times throughout August. Then I have two eyeliners. I have the ColourPop liquid liner. This is in the shade Try Me. It's like a red one. I think I've used it like twice for one of the for some of the Barbie looks. It's not my favorite formula. I don't really like these liners. I had black one and I didn't fully like that one. So I think I'm only gonna keep it for the end of the year, and then I'm gonna do like a declutter, and I'm gonna get rid of all the products that maybe still work somehow, but I don't use them because so far the products that I've decluttered were the ones that I noticed that they aren't really working properly, and they're kind of, they felt expired. But this one I'm gonna keep it, see if I can, see if I'm gonna use it a couple times. Maybe I could use it for like a Christmas look since it's red. I don't know, we'll see. If I'm not gonna end up using it, then I'm just gonna throw it away. And the same goes for this ColourPop graphics liner in the shade Major Inspo. This one is more like pinky one, and it's in this pot container. This one is so liquidy and it's not very pigmented, so I have to go over this couple times. So again, I'm just gonna keep it for the rest of the year, and then I'll throw it away. We'll see how many times I'm gonna be able to use it in that before the year ends. But yeah, I think I've used it like twice, maybe not even that. Then we have brow products. So I have this Rimmel brow this way. It's like a powder and a pomade. I'm gonna show you how it looks like on the inside. I don't know if you can actually see it. I've used this one quite a bit because it's more like warmer toned. So I've used it last month or in August quite a lot, and I feel like I wasn't able to finish it, but I think the pants are a little bit bigger, so I'm very happy about that. But I actually mostly wore the Chic Glam double-sided pencil, like the one that has pencil and a felt tip, or no, calligraphy pen liner on the other side. I've used that one a lot because that one is even more warm toned. And since it was still summer, I wore that one the most, but this had this was on a second place. Product that I didn't use all that much in August, but I will use it a lot now, is the Maybelline Tattoo Brow Pomade. Mine is in the shade Taupe. I haven't used it a lot because I was doing like warm toned looks, so there wasn't any reason for me to use like a cool tone brow product. But I usually use this in the summer, sorry, in the winter, because I get like more paler and my hair are a little bit more grayer in winter, and in summer they get a little bit more like honey tone to them. Now since I have this hair, I've only used this brow product because warm brown wouldn't really look good with this. So I like this one. It's kind of more, I don't know, ashy color, which works for cool toned colors. And I quite like it. It's getting a little bit drier nowadays, so I definitely wanna finish it. And I think I'm also gonna throw this away at the end of the year because I've had it for probably a year and a bit now. I'm not completely sure when I bought it, but I've had this for a long time, so it's time to go soon. And the last brow product is this Beauty Bay Brush Up brow soap, and I've used and abused this product. I've actually, I don't know how many times I will be able to use it because the product is only like on the edges here, and when I use the spoolie, it's kind of really hard to like get it out nowadays because it's just in here, and I want the spoolie to be fully coated with this before I'm gonna brush it on the in the brow. So this one is kind of, I'm not gonna be able to use up the entire product because it's getting harder to actually get in there. But there's still some product left and I still can use it. So as long as I will be able to get something out properly without too much of a fuss, I will keep using it. But yeah, this one probably also will last longer than till the end of the year because there's not a lot of it left. And now there were three products in the August Shop My Stash that I no longer have, and that's the Thrill Seeker mascara. I've completely finished that one up. Then also the Dermacol Summer Vibes pencil, the yellow small one. I've also finished that one up, and it was in my August empties, both of them. And then also the Oden's Eye Mini Forest palette. I've also completely finished that one up. There weren't that many eyeshadows left in there when I showed it to you last time, but yeah, that one is also completely finished. So I feel good. I feel like I've used the products enough since there's actually some that are completely used up. I know that the palettes were a little bit lacking in that department, but apart from the mini forest, but there has been a lot of new products getting into my collection, and I've also been trying to finish up the mini forest palette. So it was kind of hard to get enough uses in these, but I hope October will be a little bit better in that department. Though I know that the Oden's Eye bundle is coming to me, the Halloween, and I know that in the middle of October there should be the Devour collection, and the Fall Magic palette from Unearthly should get onto Monolith's site, so that's also something I want to pick up. It's gonna be complicated, but I will try. But I'm trying to use as many of my palettes and as many of my products that I actually can. So hope you liked this video and kind of hope it was helpful. The for me, the purpose of Shop My Stash and these like monthly picks or like the products that I pick for the month isn't something that's like a Bible for me. It's more just like to actually remember that it was something that I wanted to use and to try to incorporate it a little bit more. Because it's something that I like and I actually want to use it, and also because I want you to see all the possible looks and ways that you can use these products as well. And also just to show you how long it actually takes to use up a product, because I feel like a lot of people don't realize how hard some of these things are. Some of the products that I use every day, it's pretty quick, like the brow products and mascaras and stuff like that. But like face products are super hard for me to use up because I don't use them every day. So yeah, that's just something for you to also consider when you're shopping for new products. When you know that you don't really wear blush very often, there's really no reason to have like 18 different blushes. I have like 6 and I'm overwhelmed. So yeah, it's really no reason for you to shop too many products if you know that you don't actually use it. So I would definitely recommend for you to try to pick up products for products that you want to use next month, and then see at the end of the month how many times you've actually used them. For the October, I will actually write down the amount of uses that I had in the beginning of the month, so that I know how much I've actually used the product. So yeah, that's it for me. I hope you like this video. Let me know if you like this style of videos. Let me know if you do. Let me know if you participate in the Shop My Stash like challenge, or if you ever tried something like this. And I'm definitely trying to post more videos, so if you're not subscribed, I would definitely recommend to subscribe. And thank you all for supporting me and writing comments and all that. It's been really nice to read from you and like hear from you what you like, what you don't like. It's really fun for me to actually get some kind of response from you. So have a great day. Enjoy spooky season. I'm so happy that it's finally autumn, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.